Welcome everyone to week 3 of our mindful movement challenge here on YouTube with Alo Yoga, Alissa Yoga. So glad to see you again this week. This week's focus is our fresh energy flow. So for this flow, we're focusing on back bends and opening up the spine. If you are a backbender, you know that backbending is the number one way to bring energy to your body, whether that be actual energy to get through your day or just lighten your mood and bring more positive energy to your day. So please, after you do the flow with me today, leave a comment, tell me how you like it, how you feel after the flow. I'd really appreciate that, and I know all my friends at Alo Yoga would too. So without further ado, let's get started. We will come to standing, and we're going to bring our feet hip distance apart to start this flow. Bring your hands by your sides. Close the eyes or look at a spot on the floor in front of you that's not moving. Check in with your breath like we do every practice. Mindful movement starts with the breath. This internal world linking to the external world. On your next inhale, lift the shoulders up near your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Really exaggerate this movement. Make it feel nice. No one's watching. You're at home practicing. Inhale, lift the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down your back. And last one this way. Inhale, fill your lungs, your body with that fresh energy. Exhale, let go of anything else. Blink open your eyes now. Lift the arms up overhead. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch over to the left side. Stay here. Breathe. Or let the left hand travel down the left leg. Deeper stretch through the right side of the body. And inhale, back up to center. The left arm will reach up. And now the right hand will grab the left wrist. Inhale, reach. And exhale over to the right side. Let the stretch feel really nice all along the left side of your body. Little further, right hand will travel down the right leg. Keep reaching and stretching. Nice. Inhale, back up to center. This time we're going to cactus the arms. Take our first gentle back bend. Press the hips forward as you lift the chest. Gaze up. Elbows out, breathe here, and exhale, fold forward and down. You can put a gentle bend in your knees here. Even walk your feet as wide as your mat. With the gentle bend in your knees, grab opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. Start to sway side to side. If you'd prefer to straighten the legs, try to do so here. Or keep that gentle bend. This will help you release the low back. If you're feeling any tension in your neck at all, shake the head. Yes, shake it. No. Let any tension just leave the body. Slowly wind down your swaying. Bring your hands in front of you. Keep the left hand on your mat between your feet. Bend the left knee deeply. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Gaze up. On your next breath, bring the right hand across the low back. Grab the inside of the left hip or the thigh. And then re-extend your arm. And we'll switch sides here. Bend the right knee deeply. Right hand comes down. Inhale, extend, reach. Exhale, take that wrap. Re-extend the left arm. And exhale, replace the hand. Now we'll heel toe the feet back together. And we'll come into an arm balance, the only one of our practice today. Spread the fingers wide, Bakasana, crow pose. Bring the knees to the backs of the arms. You can stay here with the toes on the ground the entire pose. You're getting the same benefit. You're moving towards it. If you can, start to transfer the weight into your hands. Lift one foot, maybe both. Big toes touch. Gaze forward. You can bring the feet down and jump back, Chaturanga, or from the arm balance, go back. Inhale to up dog, and exhale to down dog. Lift the right leg up, place the foot between the hands, pivot and plant the back foot, rise up to warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. We've done this flow in previous weeks. This time we're going to flip the right palm up, reach forward, keep the bend in the right knee, reverse your warrior. So we're not going into too deep of a back bend in this first reverse warrior. Instead, we're trying to stretch the side of the body. Slowly release. Hands come down, frame the front foot, step back for the push-up, exhale. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, hips up and back, down dog. On the left side, lift your leg, step the foot through, warrior one, pivot and plant your right foot, reach, inhale, exhale, open to warrior two. Building on this simple flow from previous weeks, flip the left palm upward, reach forward, keep a bend in the leg, and then reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Nice stretch on the side of the body. And slowly release. Hands come down to the mat. Step back for the push-up. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down dog. Lift the right leg up again. This time flex your foot. Bend the knee, hold here, stretching the hip. If this is enough for you, stay in this position. If you'd like a little more, step the right foot off the left edge of your mat, turn the hips up for wild thing. The left leg will be straight, the right foot is stepping towards your hand. Reach forward, breathe. Very nice. Come back around. Three-legged down dog. Now we'll step the right foot off the left edge of our mat again. This time we're stepping underneath though. Fallen triangle. So we're on the outer edge of the right foot. Turn the hips up towards the ceiling. Extend the left arm. Feels great. Bring the left hand back down and step the right foot back. Reset your down dog. Lift the left foot up, flex the foot this time, bend the knee. A few breaths here. Open the hips. And if you'd like to move into wild thing on this side, feel free to. Use your breath, move mindfully. Step the left foot off the right side of the mat, straighten the other leg. Reach, breathe. And come back around. Left leg is lifted. And to fallen triangle. So stepping off the right side, but from underneath rather than over. Left outer edge of the foot comes off the mat. Turn the hips up. Lift your arm. Very nice. Back around. Down dog. Reset here. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Now lift the right leg up again. Step through to warrior one. Pretty much the same flow as last time. We'll add one more pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open to warrior two. Flip the front palm upward, reach forward, and then back. You might take more of a back bend this time. Keep a bend in your front knee. You can gaze at the back foot or upward. Breathe. Back to warrior 2. Hold. Steady the breath. And bring both hands down to the mat. Chaturanga Push Up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, flex the foot, open the hip like before. Wild thing like before. Step the foot off your mat. If you'd like, option to move into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Breathe here. You can come onto the balls of the feet, even rock forward and back. Bringing fresh, new energy to your body as you breathe and move. And back around. Slowly, mindfully. Extend the right leg and replace it. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Now lift the left leg. Step the foot between the hands. Warrior 1. Rise up, inhale. Exhale to 2. Flip the front palm up. Reach forward. Reverse. Maybe more of a back bend this time. Gaze at the back foot or at the ceiling. Whatever feels nice. Notice my hands not resting on my knee joint. Really mindful of the placement. Slowly back to warrior 2, strong and steady. And exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Step back, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Immediately lift the left leg up, flex the foot, bend the knee. Stay here or flip into wild thing. Or all the way around. See how my right wrist is rotating. And then once the left hand comes down, the right hand rotates completely. This time, press down through all 4 corners of the feet if you're taking Urdhva Dhanurasana, or wheel upward facing bow. Straighten the arms and legs, breathe. And rotate the right wrist to start. Come back around. Replace the foot. Very nice. You should feel some new energy by this point in class. So, we're going to lift our right leg again and plant the foot between the hands. Little different. Keep your back heel lifted. Stay in this low runner's lunge for a breath or 2. Exhale. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge. Hands at the center of the chest, palms press. Breathe. Now we're going to slowly lower the back knee to the ground. Lift the arms up to that cactus position again. Lift the chest, gaze up, stretching the hip flexor, the spine. And slowly release the hands down to the mat. From here, we're going to step the right knee back and drop onto the forearms. Interlace the fingers. So we're going to take forearm plank. If you feel like your hips are a little bit too high, like this, or they're a little too low, like this, please drop onto your knees. You can really injure your low back if you don't drop onto your knees and try to muscle through it. Muscling through it is not what yoga is about. So, on your knees, forearm plank, or if it feels okay, lift the knees off the ground, breathe, hold. We're warming up our core here because we're going to take a few inversions. And inversions are all about the core. Slowly drop onto the knees, child's pose. When I first started practicing inversions, I thought it was all about my arms and I needed to be super strong and muscly like some of these strong guys. But it's all about the core. Realizing how to hold your body weight with your core. Everything's connected within the body. With that being said, everything's connected between the body and the mind as well. If you think you can, you can. Hands come forward, spread the fingertips wide, tuck the toes, lift the hips. We'll take the high lunge to the low lunge on the left side. Lift your leg, step the foot forward. Keep the right heel lifted. Low runner's lunge, gaze forward. And then slowly, active with the legs, up to high lunge. Hands at the center of the chest. Press the palms together. Slowly begin to lower the right knee down to the mat. As you do so, cactus the arms, lift the chest, gaze up, breathe. Feel a nice stretch in the right hip flexor, the spine, and slowly release. Hands come down. We'll step the left foot back. This time, we're going to interlace fingers, come onto the forearms, tuck the toes, lift the hips high. So this is a variation of dolphin pose, a really nice prep pose to get us ready for forearm stand. We're going to do what I like to call forearm push-ups. So we're going to walk our toes a little closer. It can get really uncomfortable here. That's okay. As long as you can breathe, you're doing it right. Now rock forward and back on the balls of the feet. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. Pull the core in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Child's pose. This time bring the hands together, elbows out wide. Rest your forehead in between. This is a really nice variation to stretch the shoulders a little bit, especially after those dolphin push-ups. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Slowly rise up. So next we're going to set up for forearm stand. If you're working on your forearm stand, please use a wall however you best know how to use it. I particularly like to teach students to bring their hips to the wall, feet out in front of them, and then you're going to bring your arms where your heels end. I like this variation of learning with the wall because you start to toy with the point of balance, whereas if you're facing the wall, you're always going to go past the point of balance, and you'll become a wall addict, as I like to call them. I was one once too, so it's totally fine. Bring your forearms down, and then start to walk your feet up the wall. Hips are right over the elbows. Then you can start to bend one knee, start to hot potato your legs off the wall. Now, if you don't need the wall, come to the center of your mat. There are lots of ways to do forearm stand. You can have the arms parallel. I personally like to bring my palms together across the thumbs. Find what works for you. Lift one leg, and if you're working on it, hold that leg up, 5 breaths. Then the other leg up, 5 breaths. Or you can start to lift all the way up. If you bend your knees as you're learning, it'll help you find out where you are in space. Hold the pose. Remember, engage the core, knit the ribs together, breathe, and slowly come back down. Or flip over. Extra back bend for extra credit. Child's pose is where we'll meet. Bring the right arm underneath the left in this child's pose. Now in this nice twist, you can lift your hips up. Walk the left hand towards the right corner of the mat. If you'd like to stretch the legs a bit too, then extend the left leg out to the side. Grab your foot or your toe. Breathe. Let this stretch feel really nice in the shoulders, side body. And slowly release the pose. We'll take it to the other side. So left arm underneath, right arm forward, first place. You can lift the hips, walk the right hand towards the left corner of the mat. Maybe stretch the right leg this time. Breathe. There should be no pain or strain here. This is a nice side stretch. Slowly release the twist and rise back up. So next we'll do headstand. You can try headstand the same way using the wall. You can also bring your hips to the wall and take legs up the wall instead, especially if you're feeling a little bit tired today. That's a nice variation. If you're ready to try headstand, I'll lead you through it. So we'll grab opposite forearms to start. Interlace your fingers. The very top of the head will come to the mat. The hands will wrap around the back of the head. First option is to come into this position, tuck the toes, and lift the hips. This is an inversion. We're reversing the flow of blood. You don't have to lift your feet up off the ground unless you're ready. If you're ready, press down through the shoulders and forearms. Try lifting one leg up, hold, maybe the other leg up, hold. These are all options. Or if you want to test your strength and see if you're ready and your core is ready to lift you up, bring one knee into the chest and the other. So it's this tucked headstand. If you can do this, you're definitely strong enough. Your core is ready, your arms are ready, your shoulders are ready. Lift all the way up straight into a headstand. Press down with the forearms. Core is engaged. Fill the belly button. Pull in towards the spine. Imagine the ribs are knitting together to hold you upside down. And then just breathe. Very nice. Slowly start to lower down, point the toes. You might hover, lift back up just for an extra core workout. Lower all the way down. And we'll come into child's pose slowly. Keep your forehead on the ground. Extend the hands, palms face up, back behind you. Let the shoulders rest. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Slowly plant the palms down. Lift your torso up. We'll take a few more poses before we end our class. We'll take Ustrasana or Camel Pose next. Bring the knees hip distance apart. The feet are directly behind the knees. Hands are to the low back for support. Press your hips forward, lift the chest, gaze up towards the ceiling. If it feels okay, start to gaze towards the wall behind you. Keep pressing the hips forward. And if you can go further, hands grab the heels one at a time. Fingers inside, thumbs outside, holding onto the heels. Breathe. Feeling all this energy enter your body with each new breath. Slowly, one hand at a time, bring them back to your low back for support and rise all the way back up. And slowly come back to a child's pose. Take a breath. Feel everything settle and adjust. And then rise up. If you take camel pose, you need to take rabbit pose as well. We move the spine one way and then we balance it by moving it the other way. So grab your heels for rabbit pose and then tuck your chin towards your chest. Pull the navel in, start to round forward and down. Eventually you want your head and knees to touch. If they come apart, that's okay. Once you're to this point, pull on your heels and lift your hips up, really rounding the spine. Feel the shoulders spreading away from each other. Keep pulling and reaching. There's no tension on the neck, really no weight on the head either. It's more of a spine action, a shoulder action, no crunching. Lift the shoulders up away from the ears for the last few breaths. Now keep a hold of your heels and pull yourself back up. Bring the hands to the thighs. Take a deep breath. And one last child's pose. Bring one hand on top of the other. Rest the forehead gently on your hands. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Keep breathing here. Let your body restore in this last child's pose. Fresh prana, energy filling the body. Fueling you to face your day or wherever it is you need to do or go or be. Your breath is fueling you every step of the way. Slowly rise up to seated. Cross your legs, come to a seated position, easy pose. We'll end our class with a centering breath. For this centering breath, you're going to take a deep inhale and a deep exhale to match. We'll follow that with a few regular breaths and then another deep inhale, deep exhale. This is a very nice way to calm the body after so many back bends and inversions. So close the eyes, hands on the knees. You can bring the pointer and thumb to touch. Exhale out all your breath to begin. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Few normal breaths. Another centering breath. Your inhale is the receptive part of your breath. Deep inhale. The exhale is very active, so exhale it all out. Few regular breaths. We'll take one more centering breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Feel your breath. Exhale, feel it travel out of you. few regular breaths. Bring your hands to touch in front of your chest. Begin to blink open the eyes. Be receptive to the goodness all around you, especially within you. Namaste.